What's up, y'all? It's KB, and I love movies. Welcome back to the conversations. It's the first one for the year, and I'd like to thank everyone who's been supportive with your communications and with your comments since last year, all of 2022. So if you've been here before, welcome back, and if it's your first time here, welcome. Today, we have joining us on a conversation, we have someone that you may have seen in live stream chat or you may follow his YouTube, but we have no other than the monkey. And I can't say it like him. I've tried. I've rehearsed it watching the videos, but I'm glad to have you on. How's it going today?
This is the monkey coming at you live.
There it is. I love it. I love it. How are
And I'm
you?
happy to be alive here for you right now.
Oh man. So what we're gonna do, like we always do, we start off with a non-movie question. We move into movie stuff, and then we end as we always do with the five takes. So with that in mind, are you ready to go?
Yes,
Okay. So, being the monkey, I have to ask, are you a animal lover? And do you have any pets, like any cats, dogs, anything else?
I love every kind of animal out there except a party animal because a party animal cannot control themselves.
I hear you. I hear you.
And yes, I used to own a dog, but he was so hyper. He would jump as high as he could, and he kept biting my finger. So I had
Oh
to get rid
no,
of him
that's
because
not
I had to
good.
get no, I had to get rid of him because my parents would say, he keeps biting your finger.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
No. But
We
I
were kind of,
watched oh, oh,
go ahead.
but I watched the um I've I've watched a lot of films that has animals in it and stuff. And yes, I watch a lot of films with animals in it, but there's one downside to it, and that is with films like We Bought a Zoo, is you have to see the animals suffer in pain.
Hmm. Yeah,
So it's so when you go into a film thinking, I'm going to see a film about a zoo, you must realize you may have to see them suffer.
yeah. I have a friend who hates any movie that has any animal suffering. And we were watching a film and they got mad at me because an animal got injured. And it was like, I'm watching this for the first time. I didn't know that was going to happen, but they were mad at me anyway. So some things you can't avoid. We were talking about films before, and you mentioned one film and how it used to be in a collection. Now it's separate. Do you have a large collection of movies, and what kind?
I have many, I have many, many, many. And as far as, well, it, it'll become clear when we get into them. But I have many different kinds. I have many different varieties of films, and yeah, I have a lot. And what can I say? When I have the right answer, I get more.
Yeah, what is that? You were showing that before.
Well, this is what Ryan sent me. I got the answer right.
Oh, is that from Movies with Ryan?
Yes,
And
I
what was
won his. I won his trivia question. And in this package is the movie of oh, it's the one that everyone's thinking is going to win the uh best picture for this year, starring Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, and you haven't opened it yet?
I've been busy.
Do you want to open it now and show it off and say thank you?
Oh, okay, okay. It's this. I will say this. He sure puts a lot of tape on it. So he's really good at that. Ah,
Yeah,
it's
I've
tough to get
gotten
open.
packages from Ryan before, and I have to concur. He packs it well. Mine was
Yeah.
a steel book, so I was happy that he packed it really well.
Do you want to know the best thing that you can pack well?
What's that?
A lunch. If someone were
True.
ever to say to me, guess what I'm packing? I would say, a bologna and cheese?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Ooh, hold on.
Ah, yes, the googly eyes.
hmm So,
Bring him more
thank
to your
you.
left.
Yeah. Okay,
There you go.
thank you, Ryan. The monkey officially thanks you.
I have the same one with the googly eyes. I wanted that one instead of the regular cover.
Mhm.
That's cool.
The reason why I knew the answer to his question is I'm a huge fan of Jamie Lee Curtis. I loved her in the first Halloween. I loved her in the one that what was it? The one where he pushes her off the roof. Um,
Oh, Resurrection.
he eh, uh I and don't worry, I'm not showing those. But I'm saying those are my favorite films that she's in.
Gotcha.
But I'm not showing those, so don't worry, don't worry.
Okay. So, would you say she's your favorite actress? Well, even
Mm,
before we go there, our
okay.
mutual compatriot,
Mm,
Big Chris from Floyd House Flicks, sent in a couple questions,
okay.
and I'll just add on to the ones that he asked.
Okay.
So, his first question was, who's your favorite actor?
Hmm. The guy from yesterday. He's really good, and he doesn't just appear in everything. He's
Hmm.
been selective of what he's been in, and when you see him singing, you can really tell it's him, and he's really focusing on not just doing like a really focusing on singing. He's singing and acting at the same time, but giving it his all. He's a very selective actor, and I really like that. You know, that actors that appear in things that are just not everything that, like, I really like actors that don't end up like what Bruce Willis became, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. What about actresses?
Uh, Emma, oh, what's her name?
Stone, Watson.
Sarah Paxton.
I don't think I'm familiar with her.
You will be when I show the title.
Okay. So, with that in mind, just to build on that question, um, do you have a favorite genre?
I guess you could say when I pick them, I don't pick based on genre. I pick on that inner feeling you get if you like it or you don't like it.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Are you into music when it comes to movies? Like, his question was, do you have a favorite movie soundtrack or score? Sometimes, people are into more the music that's made for a movie than a
Yes,
soundtrack per
I
se.
yes, I actually own the score to the original Hellraiser.
Oh, oh wow.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember. That was creepy. I do
Yeah.
remember that score. Looking at your channel, it looks like you started it a while ago, or at least you started the channel so you can make comments, and it looks like it goes back, I don't know, like quite a few years. Have you just been like making comments on people's videos and like live streams and
Yep.
not adding more or any content until recently?
Yeah. I want to give a big thanks to you all. I want to give a big thanks to mid-level media. I want to give a thanks to all the other greats that I've watched. You all are the real superheroes because for years, when all I had was my night terrors and bad dreams and all that, you helped me sleep. You all and your videos helped me being able to, when I would watch the replays and I would watch the videos and all that, you would put me in a calming state to where I could actually get some sleep. So I
Yeah.
want to thank you all.
That means a lot, you know. I know there's a lot of people who put content out there to gain audience or get to the level where they could be monetized. Some people do it just for themselves. Me, I love meeting other movie lovers of all walks of life. So that's why I do it. But I'm that same person that you are as far as, you know, being watching people's videos and being a member in the live streams. And this time last year, no one knew who I was. So, you know, 2022 for me was like a big deal because it's like this community embraced me just based on what I'm doing right now. And all I'm doing is basically having a conversation with another movie lover as far as I'm concerned. So I understand what you're saying, you know, so it's just a matter of feeling the love in a way. So I thank you. I appreciate that.
And I have two things to say to that. The first thing is that the easiest videos to fall asleep to are the ones people are doing that you could tell in their voice they love doing what they're doing with all their heart.
Yeah.
Um, the the second thing I honestly cannot remember.
It's more than okay. While you said that, I was just thinking, I fell asleep watching someone's long form video last night. But if you ask me who it was, I really can't remember. The last video I remember watching completely was Tony from Basement Blues had an interview on Daisuke Beppe's channel, and I watched that until the end, and then I put something else on when I got in bed, and I can't remember, but I just fell asleep to it. So yeah, those videos where people are sincere about that love for movies, they could literally put you to sleep. Or some people have told me that they drive around for their job or whatever. Shout out to Bob's Blu-rays and Tim Talks Talkies, and even Movies with Sue, because they all spend a lot of time in their vehicles, and they've all said that they've listened to podcasts and conversations such as this. So thank you for that. It's nice to know that you're going along with people on their day. So that's pretty
Mhm.
cool. Definitely cool.
And I have a special word to say to Tim Talks Talkies.
Hmm.
You are a very brave man because a lot of people have left your job because of the work conditions.
Yeah.
And he is a brave man because he doesn't complain to, he doesn't use his videos as a platform to complain about it. He sticks to doing videos on what he loves, and it
Hmm.
shows.
Yeah. I
And
don't
the
think
fact
he's
that
that person to complain. I don't see him as that person. You
if
were
he would
saying,
complain, if he would complain, it would only be about why haven't they released more copies of of the Evil Dead?
yeah. True. Very true. Are you ready to do the five takes?
Yes.
Awesome. See, I didn't do the. People always say I do that. So, number one, name the film that made you fall in love with the movies.
Before Airbud, there was one that never gets mentioned before. That is Ed.
I don't remember that. Matt LeBlanc?
Yeah, and look, there he is.
Huh. No, I don't remember that one.
The tagline is Minor League major friendship.
Oh,
And if you look, it's a Universal All Stars.
huh. So what's that one about?
On the back it says, you, hold on, you'll go bananas for baseball's funniest rookie when friend star Matt LeBlanc teams up with the hottest third baseman this side of the uh, Cooperstone, Ed, a Ship, who's the reigning champ of friendship and fly balls. Pitcher Jack Cooper is a major uh is in a major bind when he makes it to the minor leagues and gets stage fright on the mound. Back on the farm, he's dynamic. In front of the crowd, he chokes. But good luck swings to the rescue when a hairy hero steps up to the plate.
I like that. I like that. It sounds interesting. So what is it about that movie that made you fall in love with the movies?
Well, it's an ape playing baseball with a guy that takes care of him, and it's basically a ape it's a ape in a uniform, and well, what can I say? It's a lot nicer than Congo.
Oh, true. What
so
ape
I
did
guess you
you?
could say it puts it to me it put monkeys in a good light. It was the first film
Hmm,
that made me think, huh, monkeys are not scary.
gotcha, gotcha. All right. Let's move on to number two then.
Hmm?
Name five of your favorite films.
Okay. Um, when people think mermaids, they think Little Mermaid, but there was another one that they don't think of. Splash.
Yeah, Daryl Hannah.
Yeah. Most covers have the kind of zoomed in image of it, but look, here's the full image. See,
With the Twin Towers in the background.
yeah,
Yep, I remember that
and
movie.
if you look, she's wearing a I Love New York shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Most copies don't show that. I don't think they just show like that he's holding her, but they don't show her shirt.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's number two?
okay. Uh, the one that was inspired by it, and that is Aquamarine, starring Sarah
Ah,
Paxton.
that's why you said I was jumping ahead. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, my kids used to love that movie.
But I will say, I was sad that there's a film, so I won't get off track. There's an actress in here that she stars in another film, but I won't get into it. But it's the other actress, uh, Emma Roberts, that her career just skyrocketed, and her other films are very hard to find. But I was, I just was shocked, shocked. But but this film, I feel, is really really was inspired by this, and if I had to say, I would say this is what inspired the story of Aquaman, the story of his mom.
Hmm. Okay.
But uh, sorry, going off topic.
Yeah. I remember Emma Roberts because she was in We're the Millers. She was the daughter in We're the Millers.
Oh,
So that was after
oh,
Aquamarine.
all I meant was choosing love over marrying someone that just is a jerk. Because before Nicole Kidman was set to marry the king in Aquaman, not for love, but for just royal pairing, This came out before.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's it's and also it's the only film I've seen that actually has a mermaid eating ice cream while in the tub. Don't worry, she's covered. She's covered. Don't worry. But
Oh man, what's your third one?
okay, a the film that proves cinema should never die.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Pull it back a
It
little
is
bit. There we go.
it is talked about as the old guy who is the father of the one that he thinks is his son says, yeah, they're coming out with film on a box, and people are forgetting that people used to come to the cinema in awe and wonder and see the people on the screen as Greek gods,
Hmm.
seeing, feeling all the joy of seeing Carnegie and all the other greats, and they would, so this film shows and proves that two things. Number one, that that you cannot, even when you do it at home, you can't replicate the true experience of it. And number two, how quickly a good script can be wrote into a horrible one.
Yeah, yeah. And for those who don't know that movie by the cover, he was just holding up the Majestic, right?
Yes,
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was sure. Yeah, that was a good movie. I enjoyed that.
yeah. I will say I liked it better than the biopic he did,
Mm,
Man on the Moon.
yeah, Andy
I
Kaufman.
Yeah, I liked it better because he was more of a normal person in this one too.
Yeah. Well, nothing normal about Andy Kaufman. What's your next one?
One that Margot Robbie needs to stay away from, and that is the original.
Ah,
The Nutcracker version. So she, I mean, I don't think we need a adult version of Barbie. Do you?
no, but we're getting it.
Yeah. Um, I really don't like that they're making it like the song because it really, the song reminds me of my past. So maybe I'm biased, but I'm actually one that thinks Margot Robbie, please stay away from Barbie.
It's too late. It's
Well,
made, it's in post-production, it's ready to come out.
so is the Flash.
Ah, very true, very true. Touche.
Yeah. Okay, so the final one I have to say, I would say the Halloween Resurrections because it's the one that she died. It's the one that Jamie Lee Curtis dies in, and the story is officially over on Lori, and I actually liked that they did that. I mean, I when you look at now, don't you agree they would have liked Jamie better if she just would have stopped then?
Yeah, I think they keep bringing her back because she's great for the box office and she brings in money, more box office, and there's too many storylines in the Halloween franchise for me.
Right. Well, I really appreciated how she was killed off, and I really felt it did her justice,
Yeah,
her character.
then they brought her back again in a different timeline, but yeah. Okay.
Please, DC, don't do that with Ezra Miller. Don't do that with Ezra Miller.
I seriously doubt they will. I think this will be the last DC movie that Ezra Miller makes for sure.
I'm also I'm also talking the Potterverse. We don't want to see him pop up there either.
Yeah, I think they're done with Fantastic Beasts. So unless they go back to um, doing like Harry Potter movies, but maybe like earlier when some of the characters were younger, or maybe in the future, and who knows? Who knows what they're going to do next? But we shall see. Let's move on to the next question. Number three, name a classic movie that everybody loves, but the monkey can't stand.
Hmm. As I stated in my first review, I really think Gone with the Wind would have been a lot better if they would have just taken out all the people and just had it with a whole bunch of monkeys.
Yeah, that is my answer to that question as well. Um, just not a fan of that movie for several reasons, but you know, people hold it in high regard and people love it. I'm just not one of those people.
It holds women to a whole different standard that paints
Hmm.
them bad, but they are not that way. They may have been in the 50s or in the time, but what people need to remember is it was it was a book first, you know,
A very good
and
book.
and the opinion of the writer was for that time. Women have changed over time, but people still view them and view them by that character. When over time, even though that film keeps getting restored, it even got a, a Blu-ray release. It's how women are wrote. It's not how they are wrote now.
Hmm.
And so I really hate it for that. That they
Yeah,
paint women as just bad. And also, if I may say, that just because tomorrow is another day doesn't mean someone's opinion of you is going to change.
yeah,
If you mess
yeah,
up, they're not going to forgive you the next day.
yeah, very true. But I always like to say is it's important to take a movie in the context of when it was made.
Mm.
So I understand the time in which the movie not only was made, but the time it was meant to reflect. That doesn't give me any reason to like it anymore. So I don't like it.
If I had one good thing to say about the film, is the male lead, he was really for the proper treatment of uh, the actors, like the maid in the film. He made sure when they had to go to the bathroom, they were able to go in the restroom that treated them the best, so to speak. I really
Yeah,
liked how he fought for the better treatment of them on during the shooting of
yeah.
during the shooting of the picture.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll give them credit for that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's flip that question. And number four, name a critically hated movie that you love.
I've been looking forward to this. Here we go.
Oh my gosh. I remember not only that movie, but I remember the show.
Yeah. Um, when this came out, everybody hated it, but what people don't understand is in in the most recent years, every female singer that has come out with a documentary saying, "Oh, they think of just this, uh, oh, um, oh, they think of just um, glamour and fame, and uh, glitz, glamour, and fame, but I'm a real person." They're taking it from this film. they have no problem shitting on it, but they take everything in this film and they've used it for documentaries and all this other stuff, like all the female artists and all the people that have came out recently and said people need to stop seeing them as this idol and more as a person. This film did it first.
Hmm, interesting.
Yeah.
I never looked at it from that perspective, but you may have something there. 22% on Rotten Tomatoes, if it means anything. So definitely critically hated, but now you make me want to go back and look at it again.
As the classic saying goes, all film is subjective, right?
hmm And finally, number 5. Who would you like to see me have a conversation with on this channel?
I actually have three different options for you.
All right, let's see how they match up.
A Kitten Paws, which is the wife of Huck.
Interesting. I
The
don't know if she would
second,
be willing, but
the the second is the one that made uh, Alex Thomas the man that he is, his father. He was recently on the live stream on the phone, and he also commented. So he has a YouTube screen name. So it would be the the chemistry they have on the phone when Alex took a birthday call from his father really shows that he respects his father a lot. And so you'd be able to do a different version of your couple question because you'd be able to do a father son couple thing.
hmm, okay.
And the third is uh, actually my third, sorry, the third is my favorite to recommend, and that is so here's the thing. Lately, uh, lately, the wife of mid-level has been having a rough time dealing with being the wife of such a wonderful collector. And I really think that if she got to do the 5 takes, I think it may get her to be more accepting of it, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Get her in the community and then she won't be so mad at him all the time.
yeah.
Because we don't want him to be uh uh um once married with media.
Formally married with him.
Yeah.
I don't think that will happen. I hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, Michelle would be an interesting guest. I would love to get her on for 5 takes February because I know she probably only has enough time to do that. So I'll see if she's interested.
Well, it's a good thing you know somebody that could really it's a good thing you know somebody that could motivate her to do it.
Yes, yes. I will ask that person to back me up, but I
Mhm.
also keep in contact with both of them individually and collectively. So I'll I'll give them I'll send them a request and see what she says. But
Mhm.
in the meantime, I would like to thank you for coming on and spending this conversation with me. Long time coming, but we did it.
Well, thank you.